hit the red dirt. Over the next 3 days, I'm heading out to the remote Australian outback in my 30-year-old Hilux. The goal is to catch some barras, show you guys some epic spots in the Kimberley region.
Oh, this is it.
And put this new rig to the test. Berkey, I believe in you. I hope that you did everything possible to make sure she doesn't fall apart. Joining me is my good mate Paul Shrubs, who's my mentor and has a wealth of knowledge in the survival search and rescue area, guys.
It's another glorious day.
You're dead right. Look at this, all this green stuff, and there is a cave entrance there. This is why you have people like him along. This is going to be an epic trick. Let's go. Out the way, hidden. This is the first time someone has come here. That's a big barra. Just pulled up, we've got to let air out of the tyres, a fair bit of corrugation and sand, and this thing's going to jump all over the place. We don't have an air compressor, so whatever we let it down to, we're going to have to deal with from there on out until we get back into town. This is the first time that old Betsy will be on my off-grid episodes off-road. You had the last one of me driving up here, but this will be the first time I actually get to put this girl to the test and see how she goes in amongst the mud and sand. She hasn't got too much speed. We don't need speed, we just need enough power to get through all that and punch through. This is so cool. So cool is cool and good at the same time, just in case you're wondering. I did accidentally say that, but it's my new favorite word. All the gear is on the back. The thing is, I find the more space you have, the more gear you take. I've got all my fishing gear, some camp chairs. I'll blame it on Paul because he's here. No, it's because I got the space, why not throw them in? Anyone can do it tough, it's doing it easy, that's a trick. Spare tyre, got some recovery gear, I don't have a winch. If we do get stuck, hopefully someone else can pull us out. I never get stuck, I'm not like Maddie. Whoa. Oh God. What are you doing? Let's go! Just jumped out because I wanted to show you these big bags here. They're actually called salt licks, or licks for the cattle. Now up here, especially this time of year, the nutrients in this grass and soil is minimal. The animals can get a bit phosphorus deficient, calcium deficient. I'm sure there's other ones. So they fill these up, have a look. They've got, I think it's mealy grain, corn, salt, and a heap of other nutrients, as well as what they call urea. And what urea does is it makes the rumen, or the stomach, crave dry feed. So the cattle come, they lick this, it's tasty. Sometimes it can have molasses in it. And then that urea will make them crave dry feed. So instead of chasing the green feed all the time and getting skinny, they'll actually want to go out and start eating all this other dry stuff that they wouldn't really prefer. Cattle, when they sit there staring dead at you, it's highly likely that they'll be wanting to go for you. But as soon as their ears start to twitch, it means they're listening for their other options, listening to where their cows have gone or their other mob to see whether they have to take off or not, or come straight at you. The whole way, there's all big cattle station. I think it's around 2 million acres, around that mark, run by one company. I think it's 80,000 head. Can't be exactly sure, but yeah, issues. So we'll be seeing a lot of cattle. And that little water hole you just seen there is actually a spring, and you can tell by those reeds you saw. Those reeds that grow there only grow when there's consistent water. The water is always there. If that dried up ever, those reeds wouldn't be able to continue to grow. So that's a good sign that that is a spring. That's how you tell. And you can actually eat some of those weeds there with kumbunji weeds, and you can eat the roots. It's a full-time water source, and that'll be there all year round. Although you've got to be careful when it's surrounded by a lot of cattle like that, because there are a lot of obviously worms and bugs and things that the cattle have, and if they're pooing and peeing around that water's edge, they can contaminate the water. If you had to drink it, just boil it for 3 minutes, and that should get rid of things that would potentially be bad for you. On these cattle stations, there's a lot of gates to go through. The rule is you leave it how you find it. So if it's closed, you close it. If it's open, you leave it open. You can imagine you put all your hard work into putting the cattle in the right paddocks, and then someone comes along and leaves the gate open. Frustrates you to tears. I've had it happen to me quite a few times, especially working out on our Equestro station there. I know a lot of you guys, especially big four driverless, understand that sort of thing, so I'm not really telling you anything new, but just good to be aware of it and spread that. This is someone's livelihood we're driving through, someone's backyard basically. I'm just pulling up here, and this little creek there looks like some big eucalyptus trees and maybe some paperbark trees, which means there's probably a fair bit of water here. I'm hoping there might be some water up towards those gunnets through this sand. Whoa, Betsy! Reds! Don't often see them up here at all.
That's good, eh?
You hardly ever see big reds. There's a bit of pandanus out here, which is a good sign. Generally means there's groundwater. Doesn't always mean there's water on the surface, but there's water down there because their roots are in it. So sometimes you might have to dig for that, but that tells me that there's water here, or possibly spring. So hopefully we can find a bit of water to have a little bit of a cool off. There is aircon in the car, but no point having it on. We're out bush. Paul's out chasing some kangaroos. He loves wildlife, whether it be birds, lizards, snakes. He knows so much. That's why he's one of my mentors, and it's a privilege to have him on board.
Northern reds, you predominantly see those little wallabies up here. Pretty specky when you get to see a few of those fellas. They're just resting up in the shade. There's something too up here, like when the wildlife and that are just out there standing, they just stand still. It's almost as if when this country was painted, there was just that one set of colours and they were just mixed up and used in fauna and flora alike. Great country.
Near the middle of the day now, so it's up to 40 degrees at least. So have a little cool off. What do you reckon?
Too right.
Right, let's go. And there's some forward driving to do. Look at this. Woo! Scratching the car. Sorry, Matty.
Now's a good time to let you know that we're giving you the opportunity to get out here, live the Explore life and do this yourself. This month on The Dream, guys, we're giving away this whole package. We got the 2022 ski. It is Dylan's Supercharged with all the jet tech that you see here, and it could be yours. After this app, guys, jump over. First month is on Dylan. Get over there now, grab yourself an entry. Link is in the description, but for now, back to the episode. Yeah, baby.
These rock formations behind us, we'll get a closer look up, is a old reef. Could be 60 million years old as Australia. There's heaps of wildlife that live amongst it, because a lot of the places we can't quite fit in, but the animals like little rock wallabies and snakes and all sorts of things can. And so we're going to throw some boots on, because it is extremely sharp even for my feet. I've got Crocs. See if we can't find ourselves some cool little caves. Not necessarily caves where indigenous live, these ones. You might see some, but you'd rarely find ones with rock art. Indigenous that I know, Edmund, you've seen him before, one of my other episodes. He said there's a lot of spirits in these rock caves here. So he said he's seen a lot of min lights through these ones up here. Let me know if you do in the comments below if any of you guys have actually seen a min light or have heard of min lights. If you haven't, do yourself a favor and Google them now. Science hasn't yet got an explanation for them, but they are real. I've seen quite a few of them. Have you seen min lights before?
No, I've just had plenty of credible recollections. So,
Yeah, so
had a few of those.
I'm not making this up. Wait until after the episode, then Google it. Love this car. I reckon it's better than Matty's Ram. Yeah, I'm committed to it. I love it.
So everything up here is about temperature, right?
Yeah, of course.
So what you'll see, not only is that the animals are in there, that's why the animals are there, because it's varying, but you'll find around the mouths to the cave, there'll be a definite distinction in the vegetation, same way you're reading the rivers. So you'll notice it.
I have noticed that before. I've never thought much of it. That's a good point. Oh, you're dead right. Look at this, all this green stuff, and there is a cave entrance there. There you go. This is why you have people like him along. And straight away, cooler. Right here's cooler. Yeah, these are like almost like tropical. Oh, that is nice and cool. This is like aircon. It's like air conditioning coming out of there.
We're getting good down about 26 degrees. There's a few other facts when you start going underground or up. Temperatures vary. Yeah. But do you want to go in and have a look?
Do you want to go and have a look? I'll tell you what. I'll be back up, and so I'll go right behind you, so that when we turn around and run, I'll be in front.
I've done some great formations here. Just have a look at this. These formations, right? It's all just formed over.
Even on the outside, like you can definitely tell it's old reef. Like You got to climb up the top here, Paul, and have a look.
I'll just have a look where this goes.
He does a lot of stuff in the big mines, coal mines, sort of like search and rescue stuff. He loves diving in the caves. He's gone. Disappeared down a hole. Paul, where are you, mate? He's gone. How far does that one go?
Way further. You can come up if you want.
Oh, really? I just eaten a few bugs.
Yeah, there's a few bugs there.
This is a little bit tighter than I would usually. There's holes everywhere, isn't there? Everywhere.
Beautiful formations, isn't it?
Oh, that keeps going. I've already gone, what? 30, 40 metres in.
Come up here, Nav.
Get smaller and smaller.
No, she's opening up. Come in. I'll tell you about something. Come here, mate. All that backbreaking work. Come here, I found an R-hole. Do you know what an R-hole is, Nav?
An arsehole?
No, and it's an R-hole.
R-hole.
Yeah, come in. I'll show you why. Come in here. Come here. Just up here it is. Here it is. Right, come here. I'll show you something. Oh, this is it. This is the R-hole. Now, you know how your back's feeling really crook and sore?
Yeah.
Go and stand up in there. Ah, how good is that, eh?
No!
It's an R-hole. So the miners would be working all day in conditions like that, and they dig these things in the roof.
Oh, they put them in just so
They
they
put them in on
up.
purpose, and they'd stand up in them and do what you just did, go, me back. Have a stretch and a breathe. And look at this. Genuinely, we didn't stage this, did we?
No.
Hey, this is like built for purpose. This is Mother Nature at her very best. And I'd be curious, are you seeing some of the beauty
Turn the
while
light
you're
off.
in here?
There's no light.
Well, that's the other thing that we say when you're down here. There ain't no dark like it.
That is, I can't see my hand in front of my face at all. At all. Wait, who's touching my leg? That continues down that way.
We might go up there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's on hands
Right,
and
so
knees.
let's-
I hope there's an R-hole. I think I liked it better when Matt was here because he was too scared to come. So that I could pretend
one,
like
I don't
it was
need
his fault.
Yeah. So, you know, if we were camped up near here tonight, you know we'd really be sleeping, wouldn't you?
Where?
Yeah. In here. You'd come in,
cool.
you'd find yourself a place out of the elements in this cool...
Yeah, of course.
It's going to be cool here.
It is cooler than outside, that's
well,
for sure.
today, out
Still
there,
very humid.
like 40, it was 41
Yeah,
yesterday.
it'd be 41 and I looked at the weather, it was like 41, 42, 42, 42, 42 for the next 7, 8 days. It's still humid though, even though it's cooler, because it's probably just under 30 degrees.
Yeah, you're not going to escape the humidity,
Yeah.
but you're going to escape the temperature, right?
Yeah. Alright, let's head back out there. You might need a lead, you got a torch,
Yeah.
I can't see bugger all. Might run into a yowie. Although I think yowies are a Coorong thing in South Australia. How many South Australians are on here listening and know about the yowies? Yeah, I think there's a park somewhere down south that you go there and they have like a big cave type thing, and you put like a coin in and the yowie comes out of the water and roars and stuff. It's fun as a kid. It's getting a bit lighter now. I'll show you. What that be like? Oh, my back is sore. You want to keep going up, Paul? I think there might be one up there too. Let's go have a look. It's deep. That's one big R-hole. Good little view out there. That's cool.
Now, we're fairly remote, Nav, but you never know how long it's been since anybody of human form's been here, right?
Exactly right.
You don't know. Went and explored these places, you would be first human in there in years, and it could even be centuries.
It just seems like it's untouched by humans. It's off the track, out the way, hidden. That's the special part, I think, about actually going out. After spending a bit of time in America, it just doesn't seem like you can find those hidden gems where in Australia, they are everywhere. And you do feel like this is the first time someone has come here. Oh, there's light up there.
Yeah,
You might go to the top of this mountain.
You just stand still, and you know, you talk about connection with country, and for everyone that has their own meaning, but we're just going to pause now and just listen to the silence.
Yeah, relax a bit.
And when it's like that,
You meditate.
in those moments, especially when you're on your own, that's where you start connecting with the place you're in and really get a strong bond within yourself. That's what it's all about.
So peaceful. I love the quiet.
We're just heading up the back. There's a entrance up the back there.
There's a light up there.
We can see, hey, there's something for you now. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just watch the stuff under your foot.
Yeah.
If it was to go, it could just slide.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
see something?
Check this out. That's wicked. That's cool. You could live here.
I reckon there could only be one more time better than being here now. When you're looking up there at our southern sky.
Yeah, at night time that'd be a great photo. You could have a little fire pit here too. You could almost, there's like sand up there. You could literally, you could have a camp here, and you'd be hidden from anywhere. Only this little entry out into that bigger cave there. You could have a little fire. It'll go straight up this chimney basically, and you could live here. You could if you were stranded for whatever reason. There's heaps of wallabies and stuff around.
Yeah.
Set up
water.
Yeah, water. Just down at the bottom there's water. Bloody oath.
We've seen all those bugs, and the other thing is, obviously where there's bugs, these are just their own little ecosystem, and he's actually got a bug.
Oh, has he got one?
He's in fact in the very act of having himself a feed as we speak.
It's scary when you're walking through here. That's the one thing you don't want to do is face plant right into one of those.
Oh man,
especially in the dark.
When you've seen them first like that, it's the beauty of them. But when there's nothing like walking into a cave where your eyes are adjusted, and these guys are then, and I can say I've had it happen a few times, but I can also tell you I've never been bitten once. So,
oh, do not want to slip here. You've got a long way down and a long way to get to hospital. A few of you guys would have done the Gib before and know Windjana Gorge. That's along the Gib. This connects to the Windjana Gorge, and I didn't know that until to that reef. That giant reef that goes through there. I didn't know that until I went to Windjana Gorge and saw the map of where they showed where this goes out to the ocean and then back in. It actually comes, this is connected to that, which is hundreds of kilometres. That's pretty cool. Paul is dead keen on getting the cherubin.
go and see if we can find some cherubin, eh?
This doesn't look croc infested at all. Sit here for a good 5 minutes, let the body temperature cool right down. When it's 42 degrees, if your body starts getting above that 37, 38, you're starting to cook. It doesn't matter how much water you're drinking, if you can't keep that body temperature down, you're going to go into heat exhaustion, heat stroke. There's been a lot of people that have actually died with water on them, and it wasn't because they're dehydrated, their body just overheated. They just couldn't cool down. That's a big issue. Paul's got his goggles and flippers out. He's going to go get some cherubin.
What do you reckon about crocs now?
Oh, you should be right.
Well, they say one thing, don't they? You don't have to swim faster. You just got to swim faster than your mate. Anyway, they're up here. We just got to get into a place where there's a bit more litter in the water.
Oh well, we'll hit the road, eh?
Yeah. We get us a cherubin. We get
Barra. That's it.
So what's the score now?
What's the what?
Score.
Score? Paul Neal, Cherubin 1. Almost there. Welcome to Tinmurra. Here it is. Just little camp spot here on the corner of this river. There is some fish moving down there. What we'll do is I'll try and find these some little inlets where maybe some mullet might hide. Catch some lobbies and throw them in. If we can't, worst comes to worst, we'll throw on some lures and see if we can fish off those coffee rocks over there. Maybe catch a little barra sitting in there. Hopefully, here we go.
Righto, Nav, so he's just coming up the bank and he wants to get the ambush. Just looking for a place to see if we can get a bit of live bait. We're on the turning tide. The low tide today was at just after midday. Got one of the bigger tides. It's about a 9 metre tide, so we're up here. Even though we're high and dry on the bank, this will be the watermark later on. Go, Nav. That's a good start. He's got some little garies. Nice. Throw you down the bucket, mate. Look at it in the mud. I said to Nav, how the bloody hell did you get down there? He said, I jumped. Christ. There's rocks in there, believe it or not. You got some nice garies there, Nav, and I'll take garies any day over mullet.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll put money that every gary is a barra, and if it ain't a barra, it'll be a good fish, especially if we keep them live. Nav's just had another successful cast. I'm walking through this mud. It's I don't know what it is. It's got like this volcanic rock in it.
Yeah, coffee rock.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I got some more bait here, by the way.
Garies. Yeah, good.
So you know when you get those instant coffee and you leave it in the jar too long and it goes rock hard, but then when you break it, it'll actually break. Same stuff. It's firm, but it's like
get out of here.
It'll break up.
What was the tide today? Meters wide?
About 9, just under 9 meters. Yeah, so she'll come right up to the top of this level here. Probably midnight tonight. Have a go then too if we can catch some bait.
Yeah, nice.
How are we going to get up?
Back up here, mate. So see how I go, Nav, but at least it's a consolation that this is the fun part, mate.
Don't come down. I haven't got any spare hands to catch you. Thought that'd be more difficult. I'm just going to step in your footsteps. Oh, no, I'm sinking more though. Whoo! She is warm.
Give you an idea how hot it is. The GoPros, while we're filming in the sun, are going off on heat. We've got to keep them in the shade with our backs to the sun, and then when they do go off, we've got to put them in the car and cool them down.
Oh no. Got myself. I hooked a bit of old fishing line down there. Crikey, that was close. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. Not a lot of activity. There's a fair few mullet swimming around, which is never a good sign, because that means that if they're not frightened, it means there's not a lot of barras chomping. When the barras are hungry, then mullet just hit the shallows and don't move. But these guys are swimming all over the place. As you can see, the tide's moving in pretty quick. What we might do is leave some of the stuff here, go back towards the scrub there, pick up some wood, so we have something to cook on. Try again at high tide. A big bit of dried bush hyptus here, which is extremely good for lighting fires. You got one?
Oh, I got this one.
Cherry pick, perfect. That's a big bass. It's good for a bow drill, that one. What are you doing with these?
Oh, they might come in handy. We said we didn't bring our Punjabi for crabs.
Yeah.
This might help.
Use one of these to make one. Yeah. I'm going to learn something new here.
We'll do that. Strip down here.
Going to collect some of these ones here that have half burnt already and come off these big trees. Bloody good firewood. Nice and heavy. Yep, solid. Yeah, we're going to give these barb nuts a go. You want to get up there, Paul? They should be dried out by now, it's just as long as they're not mouldy. They'll be like white powder vitamin C.
I'll just break it on in?
Yeah, break it, yeah. Give it a crack on it. No, it won't need much, yeah. Yeah, that's alright. What do you reckon?
Get the citrus.
I've got big seeds in them. You can crack them, like roast them a bit, crack them open and eat the stuff inside the seeds. Otherwise you just eat this fleshy stuff from the outside. Very hard vitamin C, but it's not that tasty. Back to camp.
Alright, so we're just back on that same location we were earlier, but the water's come up now and Nav's give it a throw. like have a go at it. It's only been a couple of hours. Water's already up here and it's a channel now, so hoping to get a few saltwater mullet.
Red-eyed mullet, put it to this back fin just to blow it. That way the hook sticks out and straight into the barra's mouth. Wait for the big one. Ready?
You know, Nav, people pay good money for this mud in the city.
Know.
How's your skin when it comes off?
Oh, skin's like baby bum.
And look at that view, hey?
That's beautiful, eh?
Don't get much better than this. Or we'll get better.
Yeah, we'll get better.
We'll get a Barra.
We'll be getting a Barra. He's on, still on. Look, he's trying to run with it. Look, he's running. I can't get it up. Whatever that's on down there, it's coming though. Could be a catfish or little G. Look at that. I have to check the size of him.
Oh, either way, he looks like a let it go anyway, don't you think?
We're on. Oh, lost it. That was that big Barra. Oh, it could be a shark.
Oh, well, let's get this Dewey back in the water.
Oh, look at that. Great colour. Righto, Shrubby, you can let him go. Yeah, he's gone. Watch out for crocs. Yeah, croc. Big croc wise. That's a big Barra. That is a big Barra. Oh. Oh, you gotta let him run. I think it might have been.
No.
He's still on. He's running towards you. Let him run. Let him go. Let him.
Yeah, come on.
He must be swimming straight to. That's a big Barra.
Oh no! Again, what's he?
He's running towards you. Just keep pulling in. Keep pulling him in. Keep pulling him in. Keep pulling him in.
No, that pinged.
Oh, bugger! That was a big Barra.
Man.
He was launching out the water. Oh, I missed him. Dropped him. Bugger. All right, so he's back out in the water again. Maybe he might hit another one. Bit of tea to relax after we lost that big Barra Monday. It broke our hearts, didn't it, Paul?
Yeah, mate.
Cannot beat Billy T.
No fish, no food, Nav. That's the truth, mate.
No fish, no food. So tonight's dinner was supposed to be fish. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything that we could eat. So cup of tea it is, and a bit of beef jerky. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to head up the rest of the way, all the way to the beach or to the ocean, and we'll see if we can do some mud crabbing. It is pretty dangerous up there for mud crabbing, but hopefully we can get up there, get some mud crabs and some hopefully some salmon on the incoming tide. All right, see you in the morning, guys. Catch ya.